Hi, my name is Ronnie Kress. This is Chapter 15, covering critical incidents, stress management, including peer support, employee assistance, and suicide. For the textbook this week, I chose a case of Daniel Savet versus Jacob A. Kaplinger. This was on October 30th, 2002, and it finally got settled in 2007. Basically, the facts of the case are the appellant was driving an automobile on US 50, leaving Cincinnati. He was in Ross County, Ohio, and he was struck by an oncoming vehicle head-on, had some pretty serious injuries. However, a person that was following Mr. Kaplinger, who caused the accident, called 911 3 different times to report this guy driving erratically. The 911 caller didn't do anything about it, didn't report it to the police. She knew one of the officers that was working was busy and tied up and said that they'd send somebody out, but she never did. The relevancy of this is, although it isn't specifically related to the fire service in general or my experiences, I could relate to somebody maybe calling the firehouse, reporting an open burn or a smell of gas, and us not reporting it or having the appropriate station dispatched to it. So we have a duty to act and respond and not ignore these calls to avoid litigation of possible willful or wanton misconduct. For the recent case I chose was about a West Virginia firefighter with PTSD. He had 20 years on the job and he was denied workers' comp. In the state law, there required there to be a physical injury. Didn't really include the mental aspect of anything. This was December 11th of 2020, and basically Mr. Engel was not entitled to workers' comp decided by the West Virginia Supreme Court of Appeals because of his PTSD. They stated that all of his symptoms and diagnoses were caused by non-physical means and did not result in any kind of physical injury or disease. And basically the state law, like I said, says that no injury or disease shall be compensable injury to the person claiming the benefits. A special note on this is the Ohio House passed a bill on February 13th of 2020 expanding the first responders workers' comp for PTSD even if they don't actually have a physical injury, so I thought that was pretty interesting to find that out. The relevancy of this is PTSD is obviously becoming more and more addressed, probably within like the past 5 years especially. More and more states are starting to see and understand the mental effects that first responders are exposed to. And if I believe correctly, I think there are a couple firefighters from Colerain that actually retired or resigned. I'm not sure what their instances were, but due to the line of duty deaths of the two fallen Colerain firefighters. For the current event, I chose had to do with Michigan. There's an interim fire commissioner. He vowed to increase the EMS training for firefighters. Basically what this has to do with is the commissioner was touring firehouses and promoting resources for first responders, including a counseling program. He shared the resources offered through their EAP, which is their employee assistance program, including counselors, mental health sessions, eating healthy, fitness, financial aspects, financial management, child care, marital support, and this was actually all included to the spouses as well, not just the firefighters. Now, the relevancy of this is my department lately has we have a pastor that assists members if we have some kind of dramatic call or maybe a call involving a child, something like that. Also, we have an EAP program that's encouraged for all members to use, and that's a confidential program. Our township also includes financial support where we can talk to financial advisors, things like that, and also our township attorney has a free program for first responders that work for the township to set up any wills, trusts, things like that. Thank you.